Okay, so for this exercise, we want to animate Scratch to go around the edge of our screen from corner to corner. So, the first thing we're going to do, now just testing this line of code here, we can see that Scratch starts here. We don't want Scratch to start here, we want him to start down here. So I'm going to take this part of the algorithm that we're not going to use anymore. We're going to keep that over here, and then we're going to use the goto command. I can check -208 -219 is the same as the coordinates here. So I'm going to take this line of code and I'm going to pop it here. I'm going to test it. Go here, double click, and he's gone to our start position. Go here, double click, and he's gone to our start position. So we're happy with that. So we're going to pop our start position in here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to glide. So I'm going to pick Scratch up. I'm going to glide into the first place I want him to go to, which is this corner here. I'm going to look at my glide command here. Check the coordinates, 210x, y -130. That's the same here. And if I want to, I can take that over here and just test that. I can pop my code into my algorithm and test that I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to do the same for the second corner. Check my x and y coordinates are correct. And then pop that in. 1, 2, 3. Check my x and y coordinates. And at any time I can always run my code and just make sure it's running successfully. I'm happy with that. And then finally back down to here. Let's run my code to see how that works. Okay, good, we're happy with that. But it's not much of an animation because Scratch is always facing the same way. So let's see if we can turn him. Now, as I know that this is a square, and I know that squares have 90-degree angles, I'm going to change my turn here to 90 degrees, and after each glide, I'm going to get Scratch to turn 90 degrees. And this time is turning clockwise. Let's have a look at how this looks. So I'm going to run my code. That doesn't look alright, does it? We've not got Scratch turning the right way. So we need to debug our algorithm. Now we know the turn commands are all the same and the turn commands are all going clockwise. So we need to remove these. So each one from our algorithm, and because they're in the middle, we need to take the code from the bottom off, remove the code we want to delete, and then clip them back together. So let's do that for each of them. Get all of our turns together, and all of our glides together. And there we go. These are the ones we want to keep. These turns we're not happy with, so we're going to drop them away. So I'm going to go into my turn anti-clockwise and change the 15 to a 90. Let's pop that line of code in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then run my code. Good, we're happy with that. Now, as a piece of housekeeping, as we have the goto command that makes sure Scratch always goes to his home position, we also want Scratch to be facing the right way if we're going to be turning him in an animation. So, if we use this piece of code here, pointing direction 90 degrees, and we can test this, I'm going to put Scratch here. Let's rotate Scratch a little bit. If I use pointing direction 90 degrees, he's back. Let's go the other way, let's go further and try again. Point direction 90 degrees and he's back to the way we want to face. So we can pop that in there. Run our code. And we're happy with that.